There is a problem in Nigeria, and it appears the problem with Nigeria is affecting every aspect of our national life. Some have always said the problem with Nigeria is based on its faulty foundation. Some have said the problem with Nigeria is the leaders, is the elite. Some have said the problem is with bad policies, bad government. But who are the leaders? They are the people. And how did they find themselves in position of leadership? What is our leadership recruitment process like? But I dare to say today that the problem of Nigeria is Nigerians. Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. The challenges facing the country today, facing the entity called Nigeria today, is from the same people who have called Nigerians their home. The same people who live in Nigeria, and the same people who are from Nigeria. Over time, our sense of judgment has been so sentimental that it is either ethnic, religious, political, or otherwise. Nobody seems to be bothered about fairness, about objective reasoning, about facts, about justice, about fairness, especially when it is not affecting their own. Herein lies the problem of Nigeria. How can we build a society that is fair to all? Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. Let's take one example. The issue of Natasha versus Akpabio. Nobody, it's just some lot of persons. And we can see that from some of the protests going on, even though some people were paid to do that when the whole thing started, women from Akwa Ibom, simply because their son is the one in the eye of the storm. When Yabelo was alleged to have, misappropriated billions, you still find people from Kogi State coming out to say none of our money is missing. Now, this problem that we say Nigerians are the problem, it can come in the form of psychophancy. For instance, when Buhari was there as president, the same Akpabio, when he came to the APC, he said, "Oh, Buhari, I've always supported you. Even while I was with Jonathan, my heart was with you." That's psychophancy. And because of that, whatever Buhari did while in office is the right thing. Let's talk about during the NSAS protest. Oh, Buhari is in power. The Northerners refused to be part of the protest for better society, for better policing. No, the protest is a ploy to remove Buhari from office. How about the times that Reverend Machukuka pointed out some abnormalities in the government, in the system, during the time of Muhammadu Buhari? People, especially those from Sokoto, Katsina, said Buhari, Reverend Machukuka is insulting Islam. That means criticizing Buhari is now criticizing Islam. How did we get here? Talk about the issues in Rivers. The dramatis personae in this issue in Rivers. Are they not Nigerians? They are Nigerians. Everybody is flexing their ego, their muscles in Rivers, and they've neglected the most important aspect in governance, in democracy: the people. The Supreme Court have given the judgment. Local Government Election Council back to status quo. Federation account no more money to the state, and nobody is thinking about the people. And who are the people giving out this judgment? They are Nigerians. Nobody is calling Minister Wike to order, while he's bragging around town that things must go his way in Rivers State. Wike is in Nigeria. Elections are rigged every day. Other local government, whatever elections in Nigeria, will spend billions to conduct elections that turn out to be sham elections in Nigeria. Who are those charged with the responsibility of ensuring the elections, are organized properly in Nigeria? They are Nigerians. If you come to Lagos, recent issue, now we heard they've met with the president, issues have been resolved. Illegality is now free to carry on. Nobody's looking at that aspect or the illegalities as just going on in Nigeria, in Lagos. Issues have now been resolved. Closed door meetings, issues resolved. The problem is gone. Who are these? Who are the people doing this? They are Nigerians. And if you talk about the masses, when it's time for the masses to rise up, nobody will rise up. It's either they are scared, they are psychophantic, or it is my person that is in office. So we can't, it's a taboo to call them to order. We are the problem of Nigerians. The people are the problems of Nigeria. Always sentimental, always viewing issues, national issues from the lens of politics, religion, and ethnicity. Things are bad in Nigeria, no doubt about this, but they did not start with Bola Tinubu. They started time of Buhari. But the Northerners will tell you everything got bad from Tinubu. No. Nobody wanted to go back and hold Buhari accountable. When Buhari got into office in 2015, exchange rate to the dollar was 198 naira, 190 naira to the dollar. Buhari came in 6-7 months later. It went to 600 and something, 700 and something. Now it's around 1,500. But nobody will want to ask Jonathan, how did you do it all these years that you were able to maintain this level, exchange between the naira and the dollar? But the average northerner will tell you Tinubu is the problem. Just because Buhari shares the same religious and ethnic beliefs with them. Now, Tinubu is the enemy. The same thing when Jonathan was there. When there was protests in Nigeria, heavy protests, Occupy Nigeria, the Northerners were at the forefront. Some Southerners were there. But the South people from Bayelsa and environs, they refused to take active part in the protest because of what? Our son is there. How can we have a society? How can we have a better society? It's a society where the people, or a society where development, or a society where it can be, we can look at it compared to other societies in the West or in other parts of the world that have blessed with almost the same level of natural resources. Nigeria is now more like a laughing stock in Africa. The people are the problems of Nigeria. The people from the north, the south, the east, and the west. Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. But Sunday Igboho is out there. He's out there, walking freely. Bandits are about to be given amnesty in Zamfara after all the havoc they've committed. Under Buhari, they were given amnesty. to Boko Haram, who have killed and maimed people who will take responsibility for the killings. And some of the Boko Harams, who are called repentant Boko Harams, still went back to carry out their nefarious crimes. Nobody's talking about all of this. The Northerners won't say anything wrong with this because it happened under Buhari. If it happens under any other administration, they'll be at the forefront, calling for the head of whoever will approve things like that. Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. Before Buhari became president in 2015, when there was massive onslaught against the Boko Haram, I was among those who said, it's killing our children in the north. Nobody's even seen the havoc they were wreaking on the Nigerian state. Agitators of Biafra in the southeast, they're receiving serious heat, but not the same for the headers. Within the last few days, over 30 people have been killed in Ondo, Edo, southeast, by suspected headers. Even in Benue, none of these Fulani headers have been prosecuted, at least not publicly. Where is the justice? So who are those not doing what they're supposed to do? People are dying in other crimes. If a person or two dies as a result of insecurity, oh my God, the government will be on the stool. But here, it's now normal. It's now normal for people to die. Women will be raped. Children will be killed. It's now normal in Nigeria that these things will happen. So if it happens, if your person is in government, you dare not say too much because to seem like you're criticizing. Nobody will say anything. If the other tribe or other religion and in government, you find your voice. So Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria. We need to do better. We need to do better. We need to do better. No man's life, one man's life is not better than the other. We're all Nigerians. We have to wake up and get these leaders to be accountable. Simply because El-rufai is now decamping. Now we've just realized, monies are missing. But Wike is serving in this government. Wike, that the EFCC almost arrested his accountant general, who is now the governor, for over 400 billion. Wike has not been invited at any time by the EFCC to come and account for his days. Wike that was alleged to have spent billions of River State money to run primaries. Nobody is calling him to account. Only those who are seen as the opposition, those who oppose the government, they're the ones who are called to account for their stewardship while in office. But if you're a card-carrying member or you are one of those who are sycophantically praising the government, they even look for more appointment for you. Who are those winning all of this? Nigerians. Because whether you're a Tinubu, whether you're a councillor, whether you're a Remi Tinubu, whether you're anybody, you are a Nigerian. And if you fail to do the right thing, you are also a problem of Nigeria. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you.